Good morning. In the movie The Silence of the Lambs, Jodie Foster plays a shy FBI agent who spends time with a cannibalistic killer known as Hannibal Lecter, played by Anthony Hopkins. The film won many awards and may be one of the most memorable for both actors. The basic premise of the movie is that the FBI is attempting to capture a killer who stalks his prey across several states. Little do most people know that had these crimes been committed even 50 years earlier, the killer would have most likely never been caught, as law enforcement jurisdiction ended at each state line. Not until J. Edgar Hoover organized the Bureau of Investigations into the Federal Bureau of Investigations of today did a national law enforcement agency truly exist. Without this great achievement, the United States would have no unity across the nation in terms of law enforcement. First and foremost, J. Edgar Hoover brought organization to a total mess that was the Bureau of Investigations. Hoover had experience with the Department of Justice as a law clerk that helped him turn the disorganized federal agency into a true crime-fighting organization. In addition, Mr. Hoover fired a number of the Bureau of Investigations agents who he considered to be political appointees and unqualified to be special agents. He ordered background checks, interviews, and physical testing for new agent applicants, and revived the earlier Bureau policies of requiring legal or accounting training. At the time, the FBI's agents weren't required to really have any training in terms of law enforcement policies and procedures. In addition, J. Edgar Hoover gave the FBI the technology they needed to put the agents on even footing with the criminals that they were pursuing. He started a catalog to keep everything from fingerprint data, crime labs, and then, of course, the agent themselves. Hoover insisted that they be educated, dedicated to their job, and dedicated to him. Furthermore, in the 1930s, the FBI attacked the violent crime by gangsters and implemented programs to professionalize United States law enforcement through training and forensic assistance. The Bureau opened its technical laboratory to provide forensic analysis to Bureau investigations as well as services to other federal, state, and local law enforcement officials. Basically, before J. Edgar Hoover came along and organized this group as a total, each law enforcement agency was a standalone business, and there was no connectivity between them. So even if there was physical evidence of a crime in one county or state, if something happened similarly in another location, the two would probably never have been connected before Hoover's reorganization of the FBI. J. Edgar Hoover really made the FBI what it is today. He took an organization that had no authority and little respect and made it to one of the greatest crime-fighting agencies ever known. Silence of the Lamb was definitely not the first movie to be made about the awesome organization known as the FBI, and it's likely that the legendary agency will continue to be highlighted in American cinema.